Hi, I'm Kendall Salter, reporter for the Island Packet Sports Desk, here as always with Josh Mitelman, our multimedia extraordinaire. Josh, conference tournaments are finally here.
Yes, and I'm very excited. Hopefully we'll get, as we seem to get every year, a team out of nowhere that's not in the dance unless they win the whole thing. And of course they go on to win the whole thing and they punch their ticket, and I think that might happen in the SEC. I predict Kentucky goes down. They have not won the last 3 SEC tournaments, bounced early, and I think probably because psychology kicks in. You're the #1 seed already. You're thinking I can get some rest, and you just don't have the motivation of other teams. So I think Kentucky is going to sustain a loss in the SEC tourney.
That's a little bit bolder than I'm willing to go with, but 'tis the season, right? This is March. This is when things that we don't expect to happen. Now, Kentucky, with that undefeated thing hanging over their heads, I think they're really going to push for this. I don't think they want to lose because this is a shot at history. This is something that hasn't been done since the 70s, since Indiana. So you're talking about all-time greatness being remembered forever. Now, as far as the other tournaments go, there's so much going on this week. We got a lot of teams that have already punched their tickets. The Palmetto State's own Wofford and Coastal Carolina are on their way, but now the big boys get started.
That's right.
You got Big Ten tournament, probably the favorite there, Wisconsin. You have the Pac-12. I think, not Oregon, excuse me, Utah is going to win that one, but Arizona's fighting for that elusive Pac-12 tournament crown.
Yes.
You know, I have an article coming out that came out today, and that's online, so if you want all of my predictions, please check those out. But, you know, some surprises there, some teams to look out for, and then, of course, we're talking bubble teams. A lot of teams really need to get some work done this week. Teams like Texas, teams like UCLA, Texas A&M, all these big-name programs that still have a lot of work left to do. As to whether they can do it, they're bubble teams for a reason. Let's put it that way. So it's going to be a tight squeeze, but you know, a lot left to keep an eye on as we head in, and we're really close to Selection Sunday here, my favorite day of the year.
The real tourneys, I like to say, starts a week from Thursday. I know that technically it starts before, a couple days before that.
The good old first 4, we can't forget those, but everyone knows Thursday is the time where you start to tune in and hit the boss button a little bit at work and try to watch a few of these games. Schools, you know, having the time of their lives, a lot of these smaller schools getting to play against the big boys. So check back in next week. We'll have a wrap of a lot of this tournament action, recapping the committee, and this time next week we'll have tournament games on next Tuesday night, and we'll be able to talk about that. So tune in next week.